Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a video that I have never done on my channel before, but I have seen it done several times on YouTube, and it is going to be a video about the products that are super hyped up on YouTube that I think are worth the hype. So these are products in my collection that I really enjoy, that I have gotten recommended to me through YouTube or people I follow on YouTube, because I am a person that does not really have like favorites or holy grail products. I like foundation. I have no holy grail foundation. I just keep on searching for that perfect foundation. The same is true for a lot of other categories of makeup, but I have in front of me some products that I really enjoyed and that I think are probably the best in their category, and something that I wanted to mention because, as I said, I'm not the type of person that will do a favorite video. Okay, so the first thing I want to mention is this primer by Too Faced. It's the HangoverX replenishing face primer with coconut water, probiotic based ingredient and skin revivers, and it is silicone free. And this is just a face primer that I use underneath my makeup, and it smells amazing. It's super hydrating, and every time I use it I notice a huge difference in the longevity of my makeup. So when you apply it, you think that it will only just hydrate your skin, but if you use it consistently, you will notice how long your makeup lasts when you use this primer compared to how long it will last if you didn't use this primer. So I highly recommend this product if you haven't tried it before. Another sort of base product is this Rimmel Stay matte powder, and I have it in 001 transparent, and it's just a face powder, and I know this is sort of hyped up on YouTube, and I really think it deserves the hype because it's inexpensive and it keeps you matte. This keeps me way more matte than basically all of the other powders I have in my collection. So I'm super right now I'm using another powder, and then I have some that I need to go through, but I'm excited to start using this one soon and using it up because I really like this powder, and I would totally repurchase this, and I would repurchase the primer, or this is a repurchase. So yeah, I really love both of those products. Another one that is also a repurchase is this MAC Painterly Paint Pot. So I'm sure if you watch any videos on YouTube, you've seen this. It's an eyeshadow primer that I use. I use this to cover my entire eyelid up to my brow bone, and then I set it with a powder that is close to my skin tone. And I just love how it creates like a flawless base to blend your eyeshadows on top of, and my shadow never creases or does anything that I don't want it to do. So yeah, I really love this primer, and I have repurchased and will probably always do that. Another product that is also a repurchase is this Benefit Roller Lash, and this has this is the first time I'm opening this one, so it's on YouTube, which is exciting. But this has a curved one with the plastic bristles on it, and it's just, every time I use it, I just notice how much longer my lashes look, and it never smudges or flakes or anything. Currently I'm using the because in the US L'Oreal just released a mascara that is called Lash Paradise or something. I think it's called Lash Paradise, L'Oreal Lash yeah. I can't remember, but I think it's sort of like a dupe for the Too Faced mascara. And here in Europe, I think, or at least in Sweden, they have also released it now, but it's in different packaging. Wait, I will get that one. Here is what that one looks like, and it's called Paradise Ecstatic. So it's not called Lash Paradise, it's called Paradise Ecstatic. And as you can see, the one is that hourglass natural bristles wand, I think, or maybe they are plastic, but they are really soft. And yeah, so this is supposed to be a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, I'm not talking about this in this video because I don't think this is worth the hype, because this is also very hyped up on YouTube. I'm talking about the roller lash because that one, I like the lengthening effect I get from that and like volumizing, but it smudges under my eyes every time I use it. So, and this does not do that, so that's why this one is worth the hype and worth the price tag, because I have bought it like repurchases. Okay, so that was that product. And then the next one is this Anastasia Dipbrow pomade in the shade soft brown. It's and this is like a repurchase, so I haven't even opened this one because I bought this when I was in New York, like almost 3 years ago now, and I used it like every single day for 2 years, 2 years before it ran out. And now and I haven't opened this one yet because I'm currently using the Tamer Frame from NYX, like their brow pomade, and that one is not at all as good as this one. It's way less pigmented. Like you can't like this brow is always very easy because I just like whoop and then it's on. But this brow I have to sort of build here on the tail because I have so few hairs here, and it's just like the NYX doesn't like build on itself, but this do that. So I think it's way easier to do my eyebrows with this, so I won't repurchase the NYX one even though that's way less expensive, but I prefer this one and I think it's truly worth the hype. The next product is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kits. I know these are very hyped up on YouTube, and I feel like they have sort of, the hype has sort of died down a bit like the last few months, because the glow kits they have released, I feel like they are not as, I don't know, I don't like them as much, and maybe because everyone else is also coming up with highlighter palettes, they are not as popular anymore, but I really think they are worth the hype. Like the I got the Gleam glow kit when it first came out, and this is what it looks like. And this shade here, called Crushed Pearl, is like the most BAM highlight I own in my collection. It's super duper reflective, and it's almost like I used to use it all the time, and then I sort of stopped using it because I was searching for a dupe for this and I couldn't find it anywhere, and she stopped making these glow kits like the one in Gleam, so I couldn't get a new one, so I was scared I would like use this up. So then I stopped using it for a while, and then I came back to it, and now I almost think it's like too intense, so now I usually like bounce in between these two to get my highlight when I'm using this glow kit. And I also own the Nicole Guerrero glow kit, and this is also amazing, because what's amazing about this one is that, I mean, you can see this is like a white, a super pale shade, but I also feel like this one goes super well on my skin tone. It's like it's super vibrant, or not vibrant, but it's super blinding, like super pale highlight as well. So like all these I can use with no problem, and these I think I could use if I wanted to, or like mix them with this. So I feel like this will go for so many skin tones, just because they are like, they have that base of a little bit of color, but they are at the same time very blinding on your face. So I really like this one as well. So yeah, I think the glow kits are definitely worth the hype. Another product in my collection that I think is worth the hype are the Colourpop Ultra Satin lips. So they are basically like liquid lipsticks, but they are not as drying or as matte as other liquid lipsticks. So I have quite a few of them in my collection, and as you can see they are like pinky nudes, and then two more, or maybe 3 more colorful shades. So I have, if we start, I think this is Ultra Satin, but it has rubbed off, but I think I only purchased like Ultra Satin lips in the beginning. But this one is called More Better, which is super pretty on your lips. I also have the shade Molly, which I really enjoy. also have Dopey, which I don't think I've worn this too much, so I need to fix that and wear it more. I also have Little Stitches, which is super pretty and super similar to the shade Tiny Chum, which was part of the Hello Kitty collection. So this one was limited edition, and if you missed out on this one, you can get Little Stitches because they are super similar, only that the Tiny Chum is a tiny bit darker than Little Stitches. How many times did I say that name? But yeah, and then I also have Magic Wand, which is probably my favorite color of all the satin, ultra satin lips I own. And then I also have the shade Strut, which is a total dud, because this has sort of like, it's sort of grainy, like the formula is sort of, like it's almost like it has small particles of like, I don't know, it's not comfortable at all. So this is like a dud, but I heard, like, I was a member of the Colourpop Fanatics group on Facebook, and there were several people saying that they had problem with this shade, and then Colourpop responded and said that it was supposed to be like that. So yeah, I don't know, it's I think this is super similar to MAC Velvet Teddy, if you have that one and want like a liquid lipstick dupe for it. Hopefully yours won't be the formula mine is, but yeah. And one thing with this one, which also makes it a dud, is that if you see them in the tube, like these two look pretty similar, but if you do them on the lips, like this one is way darker, like Strut is way darker. So I recommend all the other colors that I mentioned before, and like Magic Wand is my favorite, and I like the color of Strut, but I don't like the formula, so I can't recommend it. But hopefully this one is just a dud, and if you get it, it will be a better formula. But as I said, the Ultra Satin Lips from Colourpop are worth the hype, in my opinion. Okay, so now we only have two products left that I wanted to mention, and the first one is MAC Emphasize Shaping Powder. So I have it in like a single, and it's just with a magnet on the back, but this is just, as you can see, I've hit pan, but this is just a shaping powder. So what I use it for is to set underneath my or set my concealer underneath my eyes. And if you're like pale like I am, you know that it's super hard to find like concealers and powders to set your under eye to make it like bright, or if you want to highlight like a triangle underneath your eyes, it's super hard when you're fair because everything is too dark. But this one truly, like, if I use a fair concealer and then I set it with this one, I really feel like I get that triangle effect underneath my eyes, and I feel like it's sort of, it looks sort of smoothen out underneath my eyes. So yeah, I really like this powder, and at first I got it and then I used it like once or twice and I didn't really like it, but then I started using it consistently, and now I really enjoy it. So I think that MAC Emphasize is truly worth the hype, and if you are not as fair as me, you could probably, because I know there are several people on YouTube that use this mixed with other powders. So if you have like a glow contour kit where you have a banana shade that is too dark, maybe you can mix it with this one and it will give that pretty effect underneath your eyes. So yeah, this is worth the hype. I will continue purchasing this one. And then the last product is sort of two products in one, but sort of one product. So the last thing I want to mention are the Makeup Geek eyeshadows. So here I have mostly Makeup Geek and mostly foil eyeshadow. This one right here is Colourpop, so just ignore this one. And this one is not a foil shadow, so these two just ignore them. But everything else in this palette, they are the foiled eyeshadows by Makeup Geek. And I truly believe that this is the best eyeshadow formula out there, and I know they are more expensive than their regular eyeshadows, because I think the regular ones are like $5 or $6 and these are 10. So yeah, there is a lot of money sitting in this palette right now. But yeah, it's my favorite formula. I really like this shadow. So I have these right here, and then I have two that I don't have in this one that are like a dark navy or a navy blue, and then a purple because I already have these two, so I felt like I didn't need the third purple full shadow that they have. And then I have, I don't know where I put it. Okay, and then I also have these three. So this is Starry Eyed, Magic Act, and Grandstand. So yeah, and I forgot this one isn't a foil eyeshadow either. So yeah, here they are. I think they are like super pretty and super worth it, and yeah, I don't know what to say, they are worth that. Whoop! Oh no, I dropped it. And sort of like put my hand into the shades, but it's fine, it's fine. Okay, and then I also wanted to mention, because when I was talking about Makeup Geek shadows, I also wanted to mention their matte shade, because I have one with like the full shadows, and then I have one with the matte shadows, and this one is MAC, so please ignore that one, because I don't think Makeup Geek has like a yellow matte shade, and I wanted it, so I have a MAC, I think it's called Primary Yellow or Chrome Yellow. Chrome Yellow it's called. Okay, so ignore that one, but everything else in here is Makeup Geek, and I really love their matte shadows, and they are probably, I think they are my favorites, because I have like, it's not that I don't like others, I have the Viseart and I have like other matte shadows that I really enjoy. I just really like the format of the Makeup Geek shadows, and that you can buy them in singles and make your own palettes. And like with this palette, I rearranged it yesterday, so here you have Beaches and Cream, which is almost done, and then I have Creme Brulee. This is a Colourpop shadow. I have Peach Smoothie, a Cocoa Bear Bitten, and I don't know, I just like rearranging all the other colors into this one and like switching it up, and yeah, I really like the format of the Makeup Geek single pan, so I'm just going to wipe this off. And if you've been watching this entire video and wondering what I am wearing on my eyes, I can tell you that the lead shade is this shade here, which is called Untamed by Makeup Geek. And this was released in the first release of eyeshadows. Like I bought the first and second release, I bought them at the same time, just after the second release, and then they have had like a third release since then. So I think they have 30 foil eyeshadows, and I have them all. So yeah, I really like them. If you want to know anything about them, or like the colors, or you want swatches or anything, just let me know down below and I will get back to you with that. But yeah, those are my Makeup Geek shadows. And then I'm also wearing Lime Creme Pumpkin on my lips, which is sort of my new favorite. I love this color, it's super pretty. I got this just this week, and I wore it for the first time today, and I think it's super pretty. So yeah, that was everything for this video. Please let me know down below if the products I mentioned today are also your favorites, or things that you think are worth the hype. And also tell me if they are products that you don't think are worth the hype, that you have tried this and weren't as happy with them as everyone else on YouTube seems to be. And also let me know what your products are that you think are definitely worth the hype, and I will have to try them if I haven't, because I like getting like recommendations from people watching my videos. So yeah, that was everything for this video. Let me know if you want a video where I talk about products that I don't think are worth the hype. Maybe if I tried something that is hyped up on YouTube and it hasn't become my favorite. And yeah, let me know if there is anything else you would like to see from my channel, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!